Hello. Welcome. This is my friend Andrea Renee.
He's literally looking at his balls right now.
He doesn't have any balls.
What?
You took them away.
Oh my god.
This is Maverick.
It's perfect. He's the baby. He was grooming himself. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
He
I
cares
brought the
about
bottle of wine that you can open because I failed miserably at it.
He cares about his hygiene.
So, as much fun as it would be to like have him on the stream, he's gonna get real annoying real
Yeah,
quick.
but he can go outside then.
Yeah, that's true. Smile.
oh, he looks okay. Oh, perfect.
Does he hate life right now? Probably.
Oh my god.
He probably does.
Look at his face.
You guys, he looks so pissed.
That's really good.
Excuse me. Do you see my shirt? It says,
Less
okay,
wine,
that's
more wine.
amazing.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on.
He a
He
big Kit
looks
Kat.
so upset.
Let me turn this fan off.
Oh, there's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
That's a big boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to your happy hour Q&A. Emma, I know he's fat right now.
I was doing some squats with him last night.
Yeah.
I didn't quite realize.
He's like 17 pounds, I think, 18 pounds. He's supposed to be 12.
well, we talked about this, though. He has to live his best life. He's retired. Let him eat all the cat pizza he wants. Let him get a little pleasantly plump.
Cat pizza.
A little poorly. Nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't know what cat pizza would be, but
I don't
I'd
know.
probably eat it.
I would you probably would.
Wow, what does that mean? I'm just I'm kidding.
Oh, you want me to open that wine for you?
Where's Steimer's skater hat? That was Andrea's hat, and I put it on yesterday to hide my hair, and it worked out well.
I told you wear hats very well.
I wear hats backwards. I can't wear baseball caps forwards.
Yeah.
Because my head is too small and it looks weird. Like the bill of it is too long,
So she
and
said.
in proportion to my face, it looks strange.
I disagree. I thought you looked cute.
In the hat with it forwards, you didn't see it with it forwards.
Forward. Yes, I did. Didn't you put it on forwards the first time? Oh, no, you
No,
were wearing the other
I was
one
wearing the
backwards,
other one
too.
backwards. Backwards hats, I'm okay with. Forwards hats, not so much.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, we're a little flustered today. We have quite a few things to shoot this week or this time when the girls are in town because I'm going to Judges Week next week, and so we had to shoot an episode.
This is a nice rosé.
Isn't it? Whispering Angel. It's a very popular one on restaurants. Martha, I got my shirt at a boutique here in San Francisco. It's where I get all my cat tank tops. But so I'm not sure where you would find it. You probably have to look it up online.
I was
So
wondering-
something like Etsy could probably have.
I was
something
wondering
like
why I was
Oh, yeah.
censoring Martha's comment, and then I realized she said shit instead of shirt, and that's why I flagged it.
that. Also, thank you, Joe. And Joe, you were the lovely person that sent us all these snacks in front of us.
Carl also sent a bunch of
also sent us
snacks.
I forgot to bring those out here though.
These
These are the UK only snacks. These are not New
I'll go
Zealand
get
snacks.
some. So Carl, thank you so much for the lovely note and for the snacks. It was very kind of you. Joe, thank you so much for sending snacks. There's too many snacks, you guys.
But it's okay because I'm gonna take some back with me.
Oh, great.
yes.
I have a lot of British friends, and so they were actually very excited about this haul. They were like, "Oh my god, you got like all the good shit." I'm like, "Okay, cool. We'll bring this back so that you
Perfect.
guys can enjoy."
That sounds right. Jessica, E3 is not here. We have a month. Calm down. Slow your roll.
The hype is
Slow
real.
it,
I'm right
slow
there
it.
with you, girlfriend. I'm right there with you. That was my hype girl.
Someone's putting their garbage cans away.
Yeah, but the door's open, and
Let me go shut the door.
we're hearing noises outside.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
The only problem would be if another bee flew in the studio. Then I would have an issue.
But it would be okay if it was the kind that flew in
That's
there. Did
fine.
you guys see me when I tweeted at you and I was like, "Is this the bee that flew in the studio?"
No, sorry.
Okay, fine. Anyways, I'm going to talk about a little bit about these foods because I'm excited. So this is not everything that Joe sent us because he sent us a lot. But the Haribo Tang
Ooh.
Fastics, which I have no
Oh,
idea what these
so
are,
excited.
but I imagine they are like Sour Patch Kids maybe?
Yeah,
like tangy?
yeah.
Like I don't know.
They
Maybe
kind of
got
look like
kicked
the little
on?
sharks.
The wine gums, mocktail gummies, which I'm excited to try. There's a strawberry daiquiri flavor, pina colada flavor, and Cuba Libre, which I've never
Ooh.
had. I'm sure Andrea knows what that is. I don't. Jammy Dodgers, which is Dodger is the name of my dog, so I'm kind of.
Jammy
about this.
Dodgers?
However, I feel like these would be best with tea.
How do you say jammy Dodgers? in the accent.
Jimmy Dodges. I have no
Dodge.
idea. Dodge. I'm really butchering this. I'm
Jimmy
sorry. I'm
Dodges?
sorry.
Sorry,
Jimmy Dodges.
We're so dumb and stupid.
I don't know, but my friends
Jemmy.
would be horrified.
Jemmy. Jemmy.
But these are shortcake biscuits with
Jemmy.
a raspberry flavored apple jam, and I'm down for that.
Apple
Like, this
jam?
sounds fucking delicious. With tea would be great.
Keelock, I got you. I feel you. I want these. You know, we try to eat healthy. Steimer, I mean, she's a. I don't want to call you a human garbage disposal because that sounds real bad.
Wow.
But what I'm saying is that you can just eat anything and it just disappears.
That's not true. I
Well,
work out.
Well, I know, but I'm just still saying I work out too. Not maybe as intense as you do, but still, you could eat an entire pizza and maybe gain like half an ounce.
No, the trick is I don't eat the entire pizza. I eat pizza.
Is it
but
just
I
when
eat,
you're here that you eat as like? I feel like when you're here,
yeah,
you're like all
I
the
eat
junk
very
food.
lightly normally, but
Oh,
when
but
I'm
when
here,
you're
I
here,
just go
yeah,
ham.
okay, it's all
So
fake.
these are Jaffa cakes.
Jaffa cake?
They are something with. Let's see. They are dark crackly chocolate, light sponge, and
Ooh, it's like a
smashy
Halloween
orange bit.
bowl.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
It's like a Halloween candy bowl.
Oh no, but these are the things that I'm not so sure of. Prawn cocktail chips.
What?
I'm not so sure about that. The other thing I'm not so sure about are these Monster Munches
no,
because
prawn,
this is
no.
roast beef flavor.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
the other one is pickled onion, and I don't think I want to try either of those.
I'll try
Pickled
those.
onion, give me that.
There you
Yeah,
go.
give me that shit.
No, you wanted the roast beef.
No, I want both. My parents joke that my first word was pickle. 'Cause I love them
Mega
so much.
Monster Munch with a 25% off for Virgin Experience days.
Yes, so the other one.
Let me
has
pull
that
up.
too.
Let me pull up the responses to the questions. Have you guys been submitting questions for the Q&A?
I hope so. We've just been talking about just food.
Okay, so these
Oh,
are
what I'm most excited for
roast beef.
is not this one in particular, but the Cadbury's, the Cadbury chocolate bars. There's an Oreo mint one in here, which I'm like, fuck yeah.
Do you want to smell these? What's the roast beef?
Do you want to smell these?
Do you want to smell a roast beef? It's pungent.
Whoa.
Let's try that shit.
You try them.
Oh, you want to try one?
No, I said you try them.
Oh, interesting. They're like little brass knuckles.
I was about to say, yeah, stick your finger through and. I think-
Okay. Smelled terrible.
Oh,
Tastes
man.
delicious.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try it now.
That's
No.
pretty good.
Mmm.
This tastes like top ramen.
God, that's good. Have the pickle. The onion pickle. What's the one she has?
Hold on. John Drake just texted me, holy shit. What is he responding to?
The photo I sent.
That's a great photo.
I portrait moded that shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wait, you opened them without me?
Oh my
Were
goodness.
these not open?
No.
Oh, well then yes, I guess we did.
What's that face, Britt? Speak to me.
Put one in your mouth, girl.
Was it good or bad?
Just put the whole thing in your mouth. Just put it all in your mouth.
That's a stinky stink. Well, that's not a good face. I don't want to try these.
No, it's not necessarily bad. It's just like there's a bunch of little ninjas kicking your mouth when you eat it.
This tastes exactly like the top. This tastes like the top ramen broth, doesn't it? Like crunchy top ramen broth.
Oh my god, why? Why is this in my mouth?
I don't know.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh god.
You know, I kind of like it.
Ooh, that was
Chris Livornia says it took us 0 minutes into
Carl,
this room talking
why?
about food.
Was it from Carl?
No, these are from the UK. Those are
Joe,
from
why? Oh my god.
Ooh.
No, a New Zealand thing. These hokey pokies, which sound delicious.
Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself.
They are chocolate and something else. They look like little like Snickers bars almost.
Pass
It's
that
milk
shit.
chocolate bar. I wonder if these are individually wrapped.
You guys, it's still
They
in my mouth.
are. Would you like a hokey pokey?
Yeah.
Yes. Something to get rid of this flavor.
And you do the. Oh, they smell good.
Joe, listen. I appreciate all of the stuff that you sent. I feel like you just trolled me though.
Yeah,
with
that
those
was a bit of
pickled
a
onion
troll.
ones.
I was avoiding
Trolled.
that troll.
I kind of liked it though.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be like if
Okay.
you sent us Marmite.
I think I've recovered. Now that I've successfully logged in.
Hokey pokies are good.
What's the hokey pokey?
These are great.
It's like got little toffee bits in a minute.
Ooh. I'm gonna get chocolate pieces all over my laptop. Just watch, you guys.
Carl, these are awesome.
Oh man. And everyone knows during these tasting sessions, the calories don't count.
Right.
It's like we're not even eating.
Chocolate. Yep.
Chocolate and toffee. Match made in heaven.
Oh, that chocolate's very sticky.
Oh, I'm into it.
That's the toffee.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is great. Next.
Oh my god, so good.
Next.
I don't know. I'm still enjoying this hokey pokey.
Yeah, let's slow down a little bit. Slow down, Britt. You don't want to get sick.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna try one of these other pickled
First
onions again.
question from Bobby. As we near the anniversary of the creation of What's Good Games, I wanted to know what brought you ladies together on this product. How did you know each other before this? So, Bobby, we have answered this question several times.
However, we're going to make a video about it so we can just link to people to this video. 'Cause
Yeah.
We've asked it a lot. So I have another pickled onion chip.
But we love that question, but we do get asked it quite a bit. So essentially, we got together because we all worked in the video games business. We've known each other for a
swallowed it
while.
wrong.
And we just were looking for a place where we could talk regularly about games together. But yeah, we'll flesh out the whole story and put
I
up
feel
a
like
video on it.
you burn as many calories as you consume when you eat one of those because you sweat from the intensity of it.
You clench.
You clench. I clench very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Do you want a sweet thing or a savory thing next?
Savory.
There's not that many savory, but okay.
Then why do you offer me, girl?
Because I realized as I was looking at it that there
Okay.
aren't that many savory. The prawn chips are the next.
Oh, I will not
savory.
touch those prawn chips. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I want in.
Tight.
Sam, how important is music to your gaming experience? A related question. What gaming soundtracks or songs mean the most to you? Some of my favorite soundtracks include Final Fantasy VII, Ocarina of Time, Undertale, and Persona 5. I also listen to these soundtracks while studying for the bar exam, which I passed. Congratulations!
Hey,
That's
that's
huge.
awesome.
I owe it all to Undertale.
That's amazing. No, I don't typically listen to a lot of video game music outside of the video game.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just talking about Child of Light, and I will continue to talk about it because the music in that game is beautiful. And I woke up to like Aurora's theme for a long time. That was my wake up song.
That's a nice way to
'cause
wake
it's
up.
Very pretty.
For me, I don't listen to a lot of video game soundtracks from games of recent memory. The most recent game would probably be Divinity Original Sin because that soundtrack is just beautiful. But I listen to a lot of Earthbound, Secret of Mana, Legend of Zelda, the classics, the ones you would expect, the old school Super Nintendo and 64 era stuff. Because it's warm. Breath of Fire 3, Super Mario RPG. Those are all super duper good. Yeah. What about you, Miss Andrea Renee? How are those prawn chips?
She seems to be enjoying
Well,
them.
clearly. No, I'm good.
I don't know that I want to eat that. What does it taste like?
It just tastes like ketchup chips.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII.
I think there's a ketchup flavor in Canada, right?
Probably. I don't know.
It doesn't really taste like prawn very much. It's much
Thank
more of
God.
the tomato from the cocktail sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I don't know.
It just doesn't it just taste like a ketchup chip?
This is not something that I would really want to eat a lot of.
Where are those beef ones?
The beef ones were literally top ramen flavored.
Oh, that's pickled onion.
No,
No, I wanted another
you
beef
burned
one.
that with fire.
I know.
No, these are the ketchup chips.
Okay. Pass that shit.
For me. Favorite soundtracks. Mass Effect 2, obviously.
I was gonna say Mass Effect in general, pretty good.
Darksiders 2, also very good.
Do you want to try the wine gums?
Obviously. I really liked the God of War soundtrack, the new one, Bear McCreary, really good.
Do you want?
I thought Doom was really great.
Oh, Doom. Oh, yeah. You feel like such a badass. Anything you did. Like, yeah.
Do you want strawberry daiquiri flavor, pina colada flavor, or Cuba Libre flavor?
Pina
I don't know. Let
colada.
me think about it for a second because I have
What do you want?
roast beef flavor
Yeah.
in my mouth.
what
Okay,
it is.
it's yellow.
I'm drinking coffee because I didn't have my coffee this morning, so I'm getting that caffeine headache. And then I got wine I just poured. Plus, I had this chocolate.
You're covering all the bases.
You guys, it's a culinary experience happening right
It
now.
really is. We should have gotten palate cleansers, but that's fine.
That's alcohol.
Yeah, there's a lot of great music out there.
This is delicious.
Charles wants to know what's with the first announcement of Nintendo's online services. What are your thoughts? Well, Charles, we talk about it at length in the podcast tomorrow.
We sure do.
But the short answer is
Yeah.
sounds
good
promising. Gotta wait and see how it goes.
Oh, these
It's what-
are addictive.
Why? Why reinvent the wheel if it's already a perfectly round wheel and it rolls and it does all the things you want
didn't
it
put
to
the
do?
wheel in to begin with, so now you gotta add it in piece by piece.
It's like you take the wheel and you like carve out a bunch of like sections of the wheel, so it's like a really, really bumpy experience instead of having a smooth driving, trip. It's all bumpy and shit because it's like you took chunks out of the wheel. Actually, you just removed the fucking wheel. That's what you did.
These are real
You
good.
took your 4-wheeled vehicle
I really
that
just
gets
want
you
the
from
strawberry daiquiri.
point A to point B
Strawberry daiquiri is
smoothly,
delicious.
and then you take away a wheel, and you're like, here, this runs just as well, but you get motion sickness because you're on 3 wheels, and you bump it around, and then you hit people, and it's not good.
Have another wine gum.
Nah, I'm good.
Have a different flavor.
I don't really like it that much. Okay.
Yeah, the pina colada. Try the strawberry, the pink one.
The strawberry ones are always the best. They should just make a bag of the strawberry ones.
True.
Like the Starburst. They make the pink Starburst.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Pink strawberries are the bomb.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, mozzarella sticks and marinara. Oh, man.
Mozzarella sticks are really good.
All we ever do is talk about food.
Robert Guerrero wants to know what drew you towards your first console purchase, the one that you paid for.
My first console I ever purchased was a 360.
Same.
And it was and I got the Halo edition. It was because I technically got a discount at work, but what drove me to I liked the colors of that particular one. If you're asking why I bought that one, I was like, oh, this one's like military-esque. I like it.
The first one I remember buying was a GameCube. I remember I was very
You
excited.
bought it with your own money?
Yeah, I saved it up. I was like, this is coming out. This is something I want in my life. And I remember seeing my mom put it in the trunk of her car and feeling very like proud of myself. And I still have that vision embedded into my brain folds. It was a very cool thing. I remember though the GameCube, for some reason I didn't know the discs were going to be so small. And so I remember when I got home Luigi's Mansion from Hollywood Video, rip in peace, I was like, oh man, these are like real baby discs. That sounds bizarre. Nintendo, again, they just like to do things. Now they have the cards with the Switch. And it's
We
fine.
have biscuit type things here. My only concern is that the biscuit things are much better with like tea than they are with wine. You know? Like that's like their intended purpose.
I will eat biscuits whenever I want to eat biscuits, Steimer.
I want
What
a
kind of a
biscuit.
biscuit do you want? Would you like a raspberry filled biscuit, a more of chocolatey orange biscuit, or a dark chocolate biscuit?
Dark chocolate biscuit, please. My first console purchase on my own was also an Xbox 360. Because I got my PlayStation 2 and my N64 to my previous consoles
They're
for
a
my
little
parents. And I bought it because I wanted to play Guitar Hero. And I fell into
Napkins.
a long, loving relationship with both Guitar Hero and Rock Band, which I've talked about on the show several times. And then I also started playing first-person shooters on Xbox 360. Didn't really play them before because I was too scared to learn how to actually use the dual sticks.
Really?
Viva
Yeah.
Pinata.
I know you tell me that now, but I didn't know that back in like 2007.
So you were intimidated
knew
by
that
the
'cause I
two
had it.
sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
A lot of people were. I was too.
I know. I've never heard of that.
I just happened to like work for Microsoft Game Studios at that time and had Viva Pinata. It just happened. Like it just happened. Like that's how I learned.
Huh.
It was a thing I stumbled upon. It's not like I magically knew it. The digestives are really good, which obviously I knew that they would be, but it's just a biscuit covered in dark chocolate. What's not to love?
called
In the
digestive.
coffee.
Oh, you have coffee. Yes, it's perfect.
yeah.
That's so good. And now I want.
Oh God,
I'm gonna
you
have
better
those for
slow
breakfast
down.
tomorrow with
You
some
better slow
coffee.
down.
Hell yeah.
All right, next question.
Also, I'm taking these Hokey Pokeys home because they're.
What's
fucking
good, ladies,
delicious.
in regards to Andrea's New Year's gaming resolution? Oh no, I was wondering
Oh,
what somebody's
no.
going to ask about this. I was wondering how many games you've beaten so far. My count is at 12. Dang, Jay.
Wow.
All right, let me see her.
I'm doing something new this year. I'm keeping track of every game that I play.
I did that last year, and I've not done that this year.
How many games have you finished?
Not very many.
Me
I
either.
finished God of War. I finished Far Cry. So 2. Have I finished things before that? Probably not. I probably finished 2 games this year. I've played other things, but I haven't finished them.
I don't know. There's too many. So a lot of them are also like DLC, like Not a Hero DLC, episode Ignis, like stuff like that. Well, I guess that was
Those
last year
count.
actually.
What? What?
I say those don't count.
No, so they count.
Oh,
If you finish something, you finish something.
Okay, let's take a look.
It's in
January.
January, I played none of those things because my Xbox was broken.
January, I finished Assassin's Creed Origins.
I have not finished that game.
And I played... Well, I didn't finish Monster Hunter in January. I started it in January. So...
Mm-hmm.
Did I finish Life is Strange in January?
I finished. Oh shit! I think I think. Well, we
Before
count
the storm?
Farewell.
No, well, Farewell... Oh, yeah, because so I finished it later. So that was later. So February was... Oh, my gosh. I don't think I played any of these games from February. Any new games, anyway.
No.
Oh, Bayonetta on Switch. So I got 3. I didn't finish any of those.
No.
I played Moss, didn't finish it. Played Outlast, didn't finish it. Played Scribblenauts Showdown, didn't finish it.
Yeah, we played this together.
Oh my gosh. Assassin's Creed I already have on here. Sea of Thieves I played but didn't finish.
No.
Well, I mean,
we really finished second. I mean, yeah, I guess there's something at the end.
Far Cry
Far Cry
5
finished.
still haven't
No,
finished.
I finished.
God of War
there you go.
finished.
Yep.
I know it's weird, right?
You guys. Oh no.
Yep. That's how my hand's going too. Mine's less than yours. I'm not mad about it.
No. Okay, here we go. So, Human Fall Flat.
Oh, Florence.
Florence.
Well,
that's a
okay,
good one.
Like an hour
I'll add
long
that one
game.
too. Hey,
So it counts.
It counts. You gotta grasp onto them straws. So Human Fall Flat, episode Ignis, Not a Hero DLC, Mom Hid My Game, which is like, okay. Salt and Sanctuary, End of Zoe DLC. I'd put 80 hours into Xenoblade, did not finish that. Did not finish that. Did not finish that. Nope. Full Metal Furies, Night in the Woods, Dark Side Detective, did not finish that. Nope. Division, about to finish Division. Far Cry 5, finished that. God of War, finished that. Opus, Old Man Story, some Switch titles. Bayonetta 2, A Way Out, Moss. Those are my games.
Well, I still want to play A Way Out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll play it with you.
Should.
Okay.
So
A lot.
5, so I'm only halfway. So in order for me to catch up, I need to finish 5 games,
You got this.
7 games in the month of May.
Holy shit.
You can do that. There's some really short ones.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I could do it.
I believe in you.
I might have to wait until July to do this
You got this.
because May's real
May's
busy.
Really, yeah. There's a lot.
May's really
May,
busy
June.
prepping for E3. But thank you. I was wondering when someone was going to check in on me. Maybe we can do like a mid-year check-in in July.
Yeah. This
Yay.
But your count is impressive, Jay. 12. Good job.
That's crazy.
That's really good.
All right. Next question. First, thank you all for the incredible job in year 1 of WGG. I knew from the moment of the announcement that something special was upon,
Aw.
and you guys delivered. So my question is, what has been a typical day like when you all are together? Of course, we see some on camera, but how crazy fun is the full day like? So this was left untagged, so I don't know who wrote this in, but thank you for the question. So this is our days when the girls are here in San Francisco are crazy. And it really all depends, what Steimer's got going on at her day job and, if Brittany and I have other meetings or phone calls that we have to take. But generally speaking, on a day where we all have the day off, we're only going to be doing production, we get up in the morning and have breakfast, coffee or cereal. And then we usually sit on our computers for like an hour or so, going over email, talking about our strategy for what we're going to shoot for the day. That usually includes a Patreon exclusive video for you guys. It usually includes scheduling the streams, making the YouTube events for the streams, doing the Patreon post for the streams, talking to you guys about what we want to play in the after hour stream, which is happening right after the Q&A.
Monster Prom.
Usually it entails kind of spitballing some ideas for the secret segment, which is also another Patreon tier for you guys, and trying to decide what we want to do there, taping that. And then, of course, we always shoot an episode of the podcast.
And
when we're
postcard
together.
signing.
Oh, yeah, the postcard
Yep.
signing is really fun. We usually do that at night, though.
Yeah, you do
Yeah.
that at night.
Yeah. So we'll do like our brainstorming for content like in the morning, and then we'll get like usually right into the production. Or we'll have lunch first, and then we'll get production. So we rotate between a couple places for lunch.
What usually happens, we're all sitting around the computer and we're like, okay, we gotta go eat. We gotta go eat. And then like an hour will go by and like, okay, we really need to get up
We're
and
like,
go
we
eat.
need to actually go.
So we ate today around, well, you had some,
I had cereal
You
because
had cereal.
I'm a hungry, starving Marvin. Like, I can't go as long as you guys can without food.
yeah, and you just eat it for, the time gets past. The time goes, what, time gets by you? What's the word I'm trying to, the phrase, the time
Gets away from you?
Thank you. Time fucking grows legs and skitters away from you. And you're like, where did it go? It's 1 o'clock. We haven't had lunch yet.
Yeah.
Our food at all.
It's true. I'm used to not eating during the day.
Yeah.
But like they're always like, "Hey,
We're like, your
hey,
cats.
I need food," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, food.
Yeah.
That's a thing we should get."
So I've been eating like
I
Andrew
eat
these
constantly.
these Girl Scout cookies in her cabinet, and I just like go and there's like my go-to. I've been living off of those for the past couple
Well,
days.
you're good. You eat the protein bars too.
Oh, I'm good. I'm
Even
not
though I do
complaining.
have vegetables and fruits, they don't eat those.
No.
But I provide.
Nah.
When I put the grapes out, Steimers will eat them.
Ooh, I like grapes.
Oh, those are real good
Yeah.
too. Mm.
But I have to like put them in a bowl on the counter. You know how
This
it is.
is also grapes.
It's true. It's just grape
Perfect.
juice. Speaking of
Perfect.
which, I need to get those ice cubes. It's a little warm. But yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of production. We usually have a very little time to actually just hang out. I know we like to make it seem like that's what we're doing on social media, but really, like, it's a lot of work managing all of the Patreon tiers and making sure that you guys get the rewards that you're signed up for, because we're so grateful for everybody who pledges. We want to make sure that all of their rewards get done. And packing the swag boxes. Oh, look at our Daddy Longlegs friend is back.
Kratos.
Hey, Kratos, what up?
The Daddy Longlegs came back.
So packing the boxes for the IRL, but like the postcards is fun because we usually do that at night after we're done shooting for the day, after we've usually had a couple of cocktails.
I mean, we drink almost every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drink my monthly allotment of booze when I come here.
And I usually slow down a bit because I don't want to seem too drunk in front of my friends.
That's amazing.
But yeah,
Girl,
they're crazy.
Don't hold back
It's
around
fun.
me.
It's fun, but like we always talk about building in an extra day
We never do.
to like actually just hang out with each other while everyone's in town, and we can never manage to like make that happen. But tomorrow seems like such a treat because generally the girls are in town for just 2 nights and then they leave the 3rd day, but because of the anniversary stream, they're staying for a 3rd night, so we're gonna go out to fancy dinner to celebrate our anniversary. It's gonna be really
It'll
nice.
be real fun.
We're probably gonna be exhausted from streaming all
Oh
day.
no, I'm gonna need to like borrow something nice.
Yeah.
I didn't plan that.
Yeah, hell no.
I brought.
Yeah, we'll be
T-shirts.
fine.
Well, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, it'll be
I
all
like,
good.
You know, if I have an excuse to dress up, I'm gonna dress up. I like
you
it.
go on with your bad self, Sammy.
Have you seen my closet? Do you know how many dresses
Yes,
I have?
I
You
do.
both could wear whatever you want. All right. So, to answer your question, hopefully that answered your question. Did I miss
Yeah.
stuff? Do you
No,
guys want to add some stuff?
I feel like with their new changes that we're going to be announcing to our Patreon tiers tomorrow, we've learned how to optimize also while delivering you more amazing, wonderful content. And I think that'll also help us have more hang time while we're together as well,
Yeah.
because we're getting the hang of this whole Patreon stuff, and it's been a year, and it's been wonderful and amazing. And I hope you fine men and women are looking forward to these new tiers, which you should know about because we posted about it yesterday, so you already know what's changing and all that
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Emma says make Brit dress like she did in high school.
Get your
Oh,
short
boy.
skirts out, girls.
Got my skirt, my crop top, and my high heels.
And thank you so much to everybody in the chat for all of your kind words. You guys are the sweetest. We love you.
We do.
If you could change the ending of any video game or movie, which ones, why, and what?
Oh,
Darren
no.
from London.
Oh no.
So I guess this comes with a spoiler caveat since we're talking about the endings. So we should talk about stuff maybe that's older.
Obviously, this will surprise no one.
Oh, here we go.
Mass Effect 3.
Sure.
What would you change it to though?
I mean, something where the options weren't number one. Get rid of that fucking kid.
Yeah,
That
he was the
Stupid
worst.
Star Child, whatever the hell he was. Gone. Never in the game.
Bye.
And then I just think like it just went to a weird place where it was like, all right, select one of these 3 options. And I was like, well, what about everything that I've done leading up to this point? None of this matters.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know exactly how I would change it because I haven't like sat down and done a fan fiction rewrite, but I would change it so that it didn't make you feel like your choices had little impact, and also so that it didn't make you feel like the thing you'd been working toward in all 3 games was inherently wrong. Like the good option of that game was bizarre to me because it required you to fundamentally change the DNA of every living being in the universe. And I was like, that's a big decision to just be like, you know what, Andrew, you might like the way your life is now too fucking bad. I've made the decision that you are now going to be merged with synthetic life.
That sounds terrible, Steimer.
Like it was just bizarre to me, and like being like, oh, killing the Reapers is the quote unquote bad choice. You're like, what are you like that's what you've been setting up from the beginning. And then the other thing that irritated me was the other 2 games previously set up the fact that if you played the game quote unquote correctly, or if you did something extraordinary, you could get around bad scenarios. For instance, in Mass Effect 1, you can get around Rex dying, right? Like there's ways to get around that. You have to like max out your term.
Yeah.
And in the suicide mission, you can get at with everybody.
Like I did, yo.
Yeah,
Get
like,
on my level.
It took me like 3 playthroughs, but I did it finally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, so the games have previously set up the fact that like, yes, you can even when the stakes are really high, you can get through it perfectly. And then it kind of like kicked you in the face at the end and was like, never mind.
Yeah.
Now that you're bringing it back up,
Yeah.
man, you're right.
I think any game that does that, where it gives you multiple choices that spans across more than just one in particular, it's really hard to come up with that perfect ending that everyone's going to feel satisfied over.
Yeah.
I can't spoil this one because it just came out, but the most recent game that really frustrated me in the ending was A Way Out for reasons I can't talk about at the moment. But in general, like, I think the Resident Evil endings, like, I know they're all supposed to be super cliffhangery. That's what they've always been.
Mm-hmm.
They're like maybe like 30 seconds long, and then you're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Whenever Resident Evil 7 came out, that was last. It's fine. So basically, all the endings of Resident Evil, they're all super like vague, and I understand that. But the issue I had with the last one is that a particular character makes an appearance, and we all know who this character is, but I'll pretend like we don't. And the way that character was designed, well, the DLC is based off of it, and that was very public facing. Capcom did not try to like censor this or anything.
Sure.
That character was rebuilt in such a strange fashion that it looked nothing like character models of past. And that was what everyone was talking about, not about the game, not about the ending and exactly what happened. It was like, who is this character? Is this character really who he says he is? He looks nothing like it. And then all these weird conspiracy theories start, blah, blah, blah. I just want some closure to my Resident Evil games sometimes. Leave it a little ominous. That's fine. But give me something more than Leon scooting off on a...
I feel like most video game endings are pretty bad. I'm just going to be honest. Like, a lot of them lose gas. Like, they're all really good at building up to a climax. And then, like, the end, they're kind of like... like
yeah. I mean, I would even say, we're not going to spoil it, don't worry, that God of War's ending wasn't, like, mind-blowing and amazing. You know?
I thought it was a decent ending for what that story was.
Oh, Jessica, yes! Assassin's Creed 3.
What happened in that one?
These are airplane gummies.
Jet planes. Jet plane gummies.
This is delicious.
I like that the number one ingredient is just sugar. It just literally says the word sugar.
And then glucose corn syrup. And then invert sugar. I don't know what inverted sugar is. Thickener, gelatin, food acid, colors. Spirulina. It has spirulina in it. It's healthy, guys.
What's spirulina?
It's like a green, like...
What the these look like little
herb.
Destiny symbols.
Not an herb, but...
Well, they do, kind of.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Or little webbed feet.
I can be web feet.
Yeah, it's the green powder.
Oh boy.
Represents a biomass of cyanobacteria that can be consumed by humans and other animals. Whoa.
Oh, whoa, what?
It's supposed to be good for you, though.
This is?
Spirulina. No, this is terrible for you. This is all sugar.
It's literally the first 4 ingredients are some kind of sugar.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed 3 is like, it's me trying to explain that ending would take a fucking hour in and of itself. Essentially, like, they killed off one of the main characters of the franchise in a way that was kind of disappointing. And they since then have pivoted away from like the present day stuff and kind of left the theories about the first civilization behind, which to me is kind of sad because I really liked that stuff. They've touched on it now in Assassin's Creed Origins, but I don't know like how deep they're gonna like dive down that rabbit hole because most of that original writing team is gone. So I'm not really sure what they're planning to do there, but I would need to stew on this question. It's a good question, but it's kind of a big question. Next question from Chris. Easy
Hi, Chris.
peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
They just canceled Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What TV show do you wish could come back?
I got my wish, and I regret it.
What was that?
Gilmore Girls.
Oh, was it bad?
The revival just, like, really reinforced how shitty these characters are. And I was like, oh, no. Like, these are, like, characters that I idolized for a really long time.
Yeah.
And now going back, just seeing how selfish and, like, manipulative they are was really... I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. It's always interesting going back and watching old TV shows that I used to like as a kid because, like, you see them from a different lens now. And, like, either it's like, wow, this really was great or wow, this really was terrible. I want the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to come back.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
All the original characters.
That'd be really fun.
Like old Carlton.
Oh, but R.I.P. Dad.
Yeah, Carl.
No, what?
Wasn't his name Carl? The dad? No?
I don't know.
Oh, my God. Why do I not...
Someone in the
Phil,
chat knows,
Uncle
right?
Phil. He was Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
He's Carl in Family Matters. Different guy.
Different guy.
Different character. Different show.
character.
I don't think
Were you thinking Family Matters or are you thinking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I was thinking about both of them,
And
quite
you
frankly.
mix them together.
But I'd like Fresh Prince to come back.
I don't think I've ever became so attached to a TV show in a way that I cared. Maybe Full House, maybe? No.
Friends
Friends
came
did
back.
come back. It's
Fuller
in
House.
Netflix.
Well, no, I know, but I'm trying to think of like if I was ever upset over a TV show ending, and I can't. I mean, Friends maybe at the time, but even then, I didn't really care that much. I was like, oh, that's a very sentimental, cute way to send off a show. Goodbye.
Martha's
didn't care.
correct. Rory Gilmore is the worst.
Don't at me, she says.
Yeah. I
I'm
just
gonna
don't
at
watch a
you,
lot
but
of
I'm gonna
TV.
tell you. You're
Officer Carl Winslow.
Now, if Judge
Yeah,
Judy
Family
ever
Ma-
goes
see-
off the air,
Yeah. Got it.
I'm done. That's it. Judge Judy goes off the air. Goodbye. I'd be so sad.
Hey, ladies, currently suffering in pain from a root canal.
Oh,
Boo.
no.
Trying to find a distraction game. Do you have any games that you play while you're sick or recovering? And there's no one to say. I don't know who you are, but I'm sorry that you're going through a root canal. That sucks.
That really
That
does
suck.
suck.
I don't have like one specific game that I usually play while I'm sick or recovering. Because normally when I'm sick, I don't want anything too active. I want something like super passive. So a game like Peggle is really good for that. Or a game like Candy Crush. Any kind of match 3 that doesn't involve like a lot of thinking.
Viva Pinata.
Uh,
I always go to Story of Seasons. Nowadays, if you like the old Harvest Moon games, play those. If you're gonna play Harvest Moon, don't play anything later than PlayStation or N64. They all kind of turn to crap. Also, Ni no Kuni 2 is a really good one to play. It's really, I talked about this on the show this week, but super just positive, warm and fuzzy, chicken soup for the soul kind of shit. Real good, real cute. Makes you feel good.
Bustin' makes me feel
Hobnobs.
What are they called?
Hobnobs. Ooh. I don't know what these are.
I don't know,
They're a
but
biscuit.
it's a hobnob.
Oh, they're another biscuit?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want another biscuit.
Oh shit.
Aw,
That's okay.
I don't want another
We
biscuit
can
either.
put it in Ziploc. Next question.
Next question.
Brittany,
What?
I want to play Divinity Original Sin, but I'm intimidated by the scope of the game and I'm scared that I will get sucked in and never find my way out.
That's fine.
What advice do you have for Divinity noobs from Martha?
Martha. Okay, so there is a learning curve to this game, and it does not hold your hand, and it will bend you over and spank you in the beginning. It's
Oh, no.
ruthless.
So you
So
want a pineapple lump?
be afraid to put it on baby mode in the beginning while you're with the hang of the mechanics.
Or just leave it on baby mode the whole time.
You can, sure.
Ain't
if you,
no shame in that
no,
game.
no. But I think Divinity Original Sin really
Different
shines
wine gums.
with the difficulty and the strategy, especially if you're playing with another person. But if that's not your thing, that's fine. Also, for the love of every holy entity that's ever been created and worshipped out there, get someone who can pickpocket and pickpocket everyone's gold, everyone's items. You'll need one of those in your party. That has literally been a game changer. And the game is made so you can pickpocket that. You pickpocket people. You can massacre entire towns and take all the loot if you want to. You can do all of those things. You can try to break the game is what I'm saying, but you can't because the game has been made for that from the ground up. So it's real fun, real good. Just have one of every class. Experiment. It's good times. Oh, and save a lot. It's something I love about these games that you can save whenever you want, and it's made like that again. So you can restart battles over and over again. Or if you get a lucky draw, you can just pick up a save where you saved when you were like in a hard time, and then you did real good, and then you just load that and you continue off that. Just save a lot and pickpocket people, and put it on baby mode in the beginning.
Were you talking about Judge Judy and I missed it?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, all I said was if Judge Judy ever goes off the air, I'll be very sad.
It will take a while.
I know.
Because she is the #1 show on daytime
Oh yeah,
TV.
she is.
Basically, it's like whenever she's ready to be done is when she'll be off the air.
Yeah.
She's 74, I think.
Wow.
Is she? I thought she was older than that.
She's like, I love my job.
Oh
Best
yeah, I
job
would
in the
too.
world.
Just tell people they're wrong all day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. She is Judge Judy age. She's 75.
Yeah, well that's about right.
Damn, girl.
She's got time.
Mm-hmm.
Get it.
But like you would think that she would maybe want to retire at some point. Be like, I'm done.
Well,
Yeah, at some point she'll. But
she's probably having a lot of fun.
All right,
it's also one of
question
those
for
things where,
Andrea.
you gotta keep moving at that age.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried the Warmind expansion for Destiny 2 yet? If so, what are your initial thoughts? Carl, we talk about this at length on the podcast tomorrow as well. But because you sent us snacks, I
did
will
send us
happily
snacks.
give you my thoughts now. So first off, for anybody who's watching who's going to be coming by the stream tomorrow, I'm trying to put together a group of the What's Good Guardians to play the expansion with me during one of the community play sessions. So my play session starts at noon Pacific time. I know that's going to be tough for some people, but Carl, I think, what is that New Zealand time? Let me see.
PST to, I don't know what New Zealand's thing is.
Warm wind.
Carl, what
Just
time is
that.
it where you are right now? Let us know in the chat. So I actually am pleasantly surprised so far. As I said on the podcast tomorrow, I'm trying to remain positive because I let myself really get into a spiral about being upset about Destiny. And I want to go back to loving Destiny. That being said, I have a feeling I'm probably going to run through this content pretty quickly. And then I'll be like, well, I guess that was fun for a couple of weeks. And then we'll wait for the fall expansion. But I want to try. So it's 11:48 a.m. That means it'll be really early in the morning for you. But it'll be Saturday. Maybe you can play. So I have a lot more yet to see. I'm going to do some escalation protocol tomorrow. Going to check out some more of the exotics. Going to play some adventures. Going to collect some data points because there's like another fucking fetch quest thing. 'Cause we'll see. I still have a lot more to play. So yeah. We shall see. But if you guys want to get into my fire team.
So it'll be Sunday for him.
No, it'll be Saturday.
You were right. I'm dumb.
You're not dumb, Steimer.
Sometimes.
No.
we all have our moments.
We all make mistakes sometimes.
Yeah, it happens.
So yeah. You can listen to my more complete thoughts on the show tomorrow. What type of DLC are you expecting or hoping for from God of War from Jeff?
Unlock those realms.
Yeah, right? Like why would you put what was it,
fancy-
Nanaheim?
Spoiler?
I don't know if that's spoilers. So
So
there's 9 realms. That's part of Norse mythology.
Yeah.
And 2 of those realms are locked. Obviously Asgard is
Yeah,
locked,
that makes
and
sense.
then I think it's Nanaheim that's locked. And it's like it says when you try to open them from the World Tree Room that like
It will never
that
be.
Odin has permanently locked these. There's no key.
Yep.
And I'm kind of like, well, that's dumb.
yeah.
I get it because like it's a lot. Like and as you already said on some, I didn't do the optional realms.
Niflheim and Muspelheim.
Yeah, I just didn't do them. I just didn't go. I have them unlocked. I could go there. I just chose not to. But I feel like it's not. Like I would rather they don't do it than do something that doesn't feel worthwhile.
No, I mean, I don't think it's. I think what would have been better is if there had maybe been some sort of like cinematic or some sort of backstory to like why these are locked or what's going on. It's just like, LOL,
It's
these
Odin,
are locked.
man.
These,
Odin's an
an asshole. You can't go here. It would have been nice to be like, I
Odin's
need to go
got a
here. Oh,
giant
you can't.
stick up his ass.
And he waddles because it hurts his
I mean,
rectum.
Yeah, Asgard obviously makes sense. You would never go there right now.
Vanaheim might make sense because it's home of the Vanir, and isn't Freya a Vanir?
Spoilers. We're getting into spoilery territory. We should stop.
I don't think so. That's not spoilery. Saying that she's one of
It's
the right,
the fact who she is, that she's in this game.
but she's in all of the story trailers.
Yeah, but they don't say who she is.
Well, we haven't said who she is. The spoiler part of who she is,
I'll just dance.
right?
Anyways,
I think that's safe
Corey
at this
has
point.
said, and Juan says, yeah, like he doesn't want to do DLC.
Right.
So I think that's pretty much donezo for this. But
But
if they
if we
were
could.
and I feel like that story was like they wrapped it up nicely. Don't go to Asgard.
I mean,
that makes me laugh.
we should probably move on.
Anyways.
from
Yeah,
that
I don't know. I don't know what I would want to see from DLC. I kind of just want like I'm just curious
wanna
to know where they're
see-
gonna move the story forward as a whole. Because like anything they do now would be a stopgap. Sort of a thing.
Kratos and Boy go to the fair DLC.
Oh my god.
I would love to see that.
Did you guys in the chat see the Polygon video of
That was really good.
of the voice actor who plays Kratos
Oh.
reading the dad jokes? If you haven't seen it, it's,
it's so
really
good.
funny.
It's what we've all needed and wanted.
It was good.
So good.
The crab
good.
one is my favorite. I won't spoil it for you. If you had a cup head, what would you want to be in your cup?
Whiskey.
Jessica wants to know.
Whiskey, of course.
What I find weird about Cuphead is they will drink from their own head.
So are they like consuming their brain?
That's what I'm wondering.
Or is it blood or brain?
I don't know. Or if is it like,
Maybe it's just a vessel.
You don't have a brain?
No, their brain is underneath the cup.
So the cup is like Toad. Well, no. Because they've said that Toad's head is not a hat. So Toad's brain is probably in that part of his body.
No, I'm going to go with an Arnold Palmer.
Huh.
Because then I can add vodka if I want
Okay,
to.
now I just really want to know. Is the liquid in the cup heads, does it supply their life?
No,
No.
it's just milk.
It's just milk.
Pretty
Why would
sure.
it be milk?
I'm pretty sure it's milk.
But I feel like that milk will get really warm and gross over the course of like all the fighting.
Let's see.
Milk?
Maybe they're just hallucinating because they
I
have
thought it
lots
was white.
they have a lot of. Never mind.
I don't
There's
know.
a lot of. I mean,
I don't know. I didn't think it was
Yeah,
milk.
look it.
I'm really hung up on this.
Why would you have a mug full of milk?
I don't know, but it's white.
Are
What
there
else would
not
it be?
other white beverages?
Don't say it. No, no, Britt.
I'm not.
No.
Not saying shit. Okay. Well,
No, I'm talking like. legit
Welcome,
things.
Kelsby.
maybe the unknown milky white substance in their cups is like their brains. They just have liquid brains. Might not be milk. Because if you think about it,
drink it.
the milk. Yeah, where does the milk replenish? Does it refuel? Like, where does it come from? I'm just assuming it's something that is protected in their cup through an invisible barrier.
These are the deep thoughts of our time.
Yeah.
Arc Keeper, your question was sort of already answered. His question or her question was, do you think there will be a God of War DLC? The Inaccessible Realms. We just talked about that. If you ladies hadn't gotten into the video game industry, where do you think you would be today? Asked Jonathan. P.S. I love you guys and hope to meet you next time you're in Los Angeles. If I wasn't in video games, I certainly would be doing media of a different type. Probably would still be in entertainment news. Or I would still be working in the restaurant business. Hopefully running a bar or a restaurant somewhere.
Huh.
That's still on my bucket list to own my own bar someday.
I will
Ooh.
buy all of your drinks.
Yeah?
I will
Oh,
come to your bar.
Can I be your mascot?
Sure.
I can make
I'll put mac and cheese on the menu just for you.
Oh my god, yes.
I don't know, because video games is like my one true passion. When I was younger, we all had our dreams. I thought I would be a meteorologist. I really liked weather and shit like that. But
You just wanted to go up against a green screen.
nah. I don't think that. I think I was just weather fascinated me. Honestly, if I weren't doing this, I'd probably be still doing pencil pushing somewhere, like working like a boring admin job, doing video game stuff on the side. Because I understand, like you with hosting, you can host for a variety of different industries, right? You can do that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's a
don't know
scary thought.
either because obviously I don't know if I'd still be doing PR. I assume I would because that's what I went to college for before I knew about video games. I don't know.
I'd probably be doing
Probably
social
still
media for
doing
someone.
PR because I don't know what I would have pivoted to. I wouldn't have if I hadn't come to this industry.
What about beauty industry? You dabbled in that.
I did, but I don't know that it's a path I would have gone down on my own. That's something that came way later in life. I didn't give a shit about that in my early 20s. I was like, roll out of bed, go to work.
Roll out of bed, go to work.
I mean, I
do
do that now,
grind.
but I put slightly more effort in.
I mean, do what you can.
Is there a game or games that impacted your view of the video games industry as a whole in terms of an art form and or entertainment medium? Final Fantasy VIII. Hold on, I gotta put the text wrap. What's that? I can't see the rest of it. Final Fantasy VIII convinced Kid Me that video games aren't just for kids. Also, don't know who wrote this in, but thank you for your question.
I never thought video games were just for kids. Like, that was never a mindset I had. That could have been because my entire family played video games, including my grandma and my dad and all of my aunts.
For me, I think around 2007, 2008 was like the best year of games in the sense of like Mass Effect, BioShock. Like those were all the games where I'd gone in my college dark zone. Like I didn't play games. I was, studying, going to school. And then when I got my job, I started playing all these games and I was like, holy shit. Like this is what video games are now and this is fucking cool. And it kind of just reinforced my decision to like go into games at all. So those games.
The first like whoa moment I think I ever had was Final Fantasy VIII. It was when they were teasing the game. Oh gosh, what's her name? Squall's lover. Riona.
You asking the wrong people.
I don't worry, I'm not asking you. I remember she had a bra strap that was animated, and I'm sure that had been done in games before or something. And I remember I was with my friend, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you can see her bra strap! Like, oh my god, that's so amazing! They're putting this much attention to detail." And I remember that was like a crazy moment
like me
for
being
me.
like, they closed the car door. It's so amazing.
Oh, that was a good moment. That's coming.
It was amazing, damn it.
I think also Ocarina of Time was really cool for me because you have the whole like 7 years that passed between Link and Adult Link, and I thought that was a really neat mechanic. Breath of Fire 3 does something also very similar, and that was really neat. And I think I have a thing for time passing in games. You have Breath of Fire 3, you have Ocarina of Time, you have Final Fantasy 15. All those games, I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool! And I always develop crushes on them.
I'm looking up Renoa because I want to see this animated bra strap.
Oh jeez,
It
I'll
doesn't
find
look
it.
like she's wearing a bra strap.
I think
or a
one of
bra.
the games that really kind of changed my view of the video game industry was League of Legends. And I don't personally play League of Legends. I dabbled in it for a little while, but I think watching that game grow and seeing what they've been able to do over the last like 5 years has really kind of demonstrated the power of video games as not only a driver of communities and culture and content creation, but also of, you know, this excitement and this almost fervor around the competition aspect of it and the skill-based part of esports. And it's been really exciting kind of watching what Riot has done. I think, you know, I would like to see more from them. You know, one of the jokes that a friend of mine uses is like, you know, they call themselves Riot Games, but they're really Riot Game. And, you know, and they've obviously been developing stuff, but they haven't really released anything. And so I think that League of Legends, I think, is kind of a standout game over the last 2 decades of game making. Is something that's going to go down as like one of the like pinnacles of video game making. Not just because of like everything that they've been able to do, but just because of how long it's been able to sustain as well. I mean, same for a game like Minecraft too. Yeah. Just like the power to move the needle.
Move the needle.
But personally, GTA, Grand Theft Auto, is certainly a series that I think you can look at video games as a whole, and it's so iconic. And it's so synonymous with video game culture for both good and bad reasons, right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, it's looked at by parents as like this outcast game that does nothing but promote violence and criminal behavior.
Prostitutes?
But I mean, it was,
Yeah,
you know,
buddy.
it is the most financially successful video game franchise of all time now. I think that was the last stat. They like superseded Call of Duty, which is crazy to think about.
Number one, and it came
Yeah.
out how many years ago?
Yeah.
Insane.
Good question. What was your last finished / most enjoyable book from Wanmal? So I just finished Oathbringer, finally. I've been talking about this. Brandon Sanderson, book 3 of the Stormlight Archives. Loved it. Immediately want to go back and read it again. But I'm reading the Arcanum Unbounded, the Cosmere Collection, which is like a bunch of short stories set in all of the different universes that Brandon Sanderson writes about, which is actually really cool if you're into his work and you've read a bunch of his novels. I don't recommend getting it if you haven't read, because otherwise it's like super spoilery. But it's pretty good. I really liked it. And I'm looking forward to trying a new series. I have Terry Goodkind, that is sitting on my shelf that my sister recommended to me, but yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. Steimer?
I finished American Gods finally, and now I have just started The Essex Serpent, which is about. I mean, I literally just started this book, but about a theoretically like this mythical monster creature that comes about in, I can't remember the time period, old school London. I don't remember the dates exactly, but it's past, and it's about this widow and then like a priest of some kind. I think I'm not really sure where this is going to go because I just what's wrong? She's now eating a Jaffa cake.
Somebody in the chat was like, what was it, Joanne? It was like, try the Jaffa cake. They are the best. I don't know. Brittany's face says maybe they're not the best.
No.
Have it with your coffee.
Oh, my coffee's cold now and
Oh.
gone.
It's bitter in the middle. I'm not.
It's orange.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting the orange. Oh,
It's sponge cake, dark chocolate, and orange.
Ooh,
or maybe
it
milk
smells
chocolate?
delicious.
okay. Cool. Now that I understand what I'm eating, yes, that is very good.
Oh shit.
I wasn't sure what that was.
Oh, that's quite lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It's very...
Actually, I think I've had these before.
Did you not identify the orange flavor right away?
I knew it was something bitter and something
Orange
that
isn't bitter.
made me clench. It was bitter to me, Steimer, okay? Unless you are my taste buds, you cannot tell me what it was.
Not better.
Oh, I'm gonna kick you are in rare form today, girl.
All right.
Oh man. Ooh, clench
We
a
have to
little
run
bit.
through the last of these before we wrap up. What are your other jobs, or is WGG the only full-time job for one of you? May, are you new? Welcome.
May. Oh, she just
Oh, I
said she
think
was
she left.
leaving.
Oh
Yeah.
no, May, we missed your question. I just haven't seen your name in the chat before. I don't know if you can talk about your job. Can you?
I don't say what I do, but yeah, I have a job outside of this. It's at YouTube.
So Steimer has a gig. I don't have a full-time job. I am a contractor. I like to call myself a gun for hire. So obviously, you guys probably know that I co-host at Kind of Funny Games Daily a couple of times a week. I also run a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff with Britt for What's Good Games. And I also do pick up contract work. So recently, you may have seen me on stage at the GamesBeat Summit 2018. I host panels for people at places like PAX, working with Facebook at E3. Has some other cool stuff coming up later this summer that I can't quite talk about yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I basically just do a lot of random hosting for whoever is looking.
I have obviously do What's Good Games quite often. Takes up a nice chunk of my day. But I also do social media for an online marketing agency. I have a few clients, and my husband and I just recently launched an app, so we're working on that. That's not
Quippy.
Quippy, yeah. We're still working out some kinks with it, but once it's like ready to be fully launched, I'm gonna be blasting your ear holes with all the information. So basically, yeah. So back in the day, I did work full time, 8 to 5 for a hot minute, and then I quit to pursue video game stuff. And so I pulled out my retirement, 401k, blah blah blah. Started doing social media on the side to generate an actual income, and then I've kind of been juggling video game and social media contracting on the side. So I have private clients and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Mike wants to know, what are you hoping is announced at E3? I would love if 2K announced a new BioShock game if there is a dev that has been working on it. Well, they have said that they have retained the IP for BioShock. 2K did.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know who would be working on it. I do know that Ken Levine is working on something.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know what it is, but I'm down for his games. Would like it if he announced something. Don't know
Yeah, we're.
if that's happening.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't know when that would. I don't know if that'll be an E3 thing or not.
Yeah.
Who
that's
knows
true.
Who knows how far along that project is? What?
Chris, wasn't Quippy that office assistant? Are you talking about the
Oh, Clippy, Clippy,
the little
paperclip?
the Clippy? Yeah. Clippy, the little no. That is funny though.
Clippy.
Maybe we can use that.
Any other announcements you're looking forward to at E3?
Yeah, the Final Fantasy IX remake remaster. No. I am hoping like the thing. Okay, what I really want something Final Fantasy. It's never happening.
Just pick one thing.
I know. I'm thinking
Okay.
I'm excited to see the Resident Evil 2 remake remaster. I'm excited to see that in action.
Okay. Cool. Britt or Steimer?
Oh wait, are these things you want?
Just pick one thing you're hoping is announced at E3.
I'm gonna hope for a Fable, for a true Fable.
Fable.
No Fable bullshit.
What's your favorite thing in a video game? Plot, character development, gameplay, graphics, genre? Hector wants to know.
All of the things.
Plot and character development for me is really big. If I can grow with characters and experience a story with them, that's like what'll keep me hooked.
Yeah, I would agree. But if the gameplay completely sucks, that's not enough. Like I don't know. I feel like it needs to have some balance of all of the things.
Yeah, it's hard to pick out. I'm with you. It's hard to pick out just one because, like they mentioned, if you have a really strong one thing and everything else is super weak, then it's a weak game. You know, like it has to have a balance.
Yeah.
I could sacrifice a really compelling story for really fantastic gameplay. Destiny. Sorry, I had something in my throat. But yeah, I think that's a tough question, Hector. So you asked a doozy. What's the best sub 5 hour game you've played? Asks our keeper, since we had to skip over his previous question since it was about God of War. Portal.
Is that less than 5 hours?
The original? Portal 2? No. Portal, the original. Yes. Short game. Great game. Never played it? Go fix that.
That's a great question, and I'm like trying to think of short games.
Oh yeah, I'm blanking.
It's hard.
Portal's a good answer.
Portal's a great answer.
Sorry, bro. I know that I can't. You could say Florence. That was a really moving.
Not the best
experience.
though. That was
not
just
the best.
that was
Not
just recent.
It's good. Yeah, exactly.
No,
It's
I know. I'm
recent,
saying
so
that's.
we can
I'm
think of
trying
it.
to think of because I usually don't play a lot of short games. I usually play like longer games. So I'm trying to think recently what I've
I
played.
don't have any notes on my phone.
Anything from Nintendo? Maybe an older game.
Under 5 hours.
What about something from the 3DS? PC game? Something on Steam? One of your horror games, maybe?
Edith Finch was pretty good.
Yeah,
Edith Finch was
that's a good one.
amazing.
Yeah, if it's under 5 hours, I'm thinking of something that's more
Oh,
story
Journey.
driven.
Yes.
Journey's great.
Journey's a great game.
Oh, and I
Life is Strange.
oh, see Night in the
counts,
Woods.
yes,
I
maybe?
spent about
All in, though.
Episodic. I don't know.
I spent like 7 to 8 hours with the Night in the Woods. I want to say it was under 5, but I talked and explored and did all the things in that game. Gone Home, I guess. Yeah, Telltale. Well,
I never played Gone Home.
Gone Home was okay.
I liked Gone Home. I'm thinking of games that were really moving. You know, like those are usually like your walking sims, like in my opinion. If
I know what you mean.
there's a lot of good ones out there.
Francois' question was also about E3, what you're looking forward to. So we actually have a whole prediction show coming out soon. Genevieve, how are you going to organize playing Destiny tomorrow, Andrea? I should be available. This is a great question. I will follow up with you privately about that.
Yeah.
Andrea, there was a culture shock when you went from. Was there a culture shock when you went from North Dakota to Minnesota? So that will be the final question. No, because I spent some time in Los Angeles before I moved there. So I went to a media camp that was put on at UCLA when I was 15. Spent 2.5 weeks there. And so I got a little taste of Los Angeles. And then when I was in college, I spent my entire junior year studying TV and film production at Cal State LA. And then I moved from North Dakota to Minneapolis, and then from Minneapolis to Phoenix, where I bartended full-time for 6 months and was also a spin instructor, saving money, working 2 jobs to move out to Los Angeles. I spent 6 months living with my mom, and then I moved to Los Angeles and was there ever since. So, I mean, culture shock, no. I think it was less about culture and more about people and learning how the people that I grew up with in the Midwest are just a different type of person than the people on the West Coast.
It's true.
Most importantly, the thing that really, really like got on my nerves was that people are flaky as fuck in Los Angeles. Meaning, like, if they commit to something, they will just cancel on you. Or sometimes they won't even tell you they're not going to cancel. They just won't show up. And that to me is like, if you don't have a backbone like that, like I lose respect for you right away. Like, listen, emergencies happen. That's different. But like, if you make plans with someone and then just like cancel them because like you don't feel like driving or you're tired or whatever, like I can't stand that. And the work ethic there is also like pretty spotty. A lot of the people that I worked with in my early bartending days were just lazy, super, super lazy. And Midwest people are known for being hardworking and having good work ethic, but like I was not prepared for just how real that was when I moved to Los Angeles. So that was the biggest shock for me, was learning to like expect the least out of people when previously, you know, I expected the best out of people.
Yeah.
And so you really have to lower your expectations when you move to a place like Los Angeles, because
Big
ultimately
cities.
someone's going to disappoint you. In fact, most people will. So,
Yeah, that's just life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Juan, I'm not from South Dakota. I'm from North Dakota. Oh, get it right.
I know. I saw that and I was like, oh, she's gonna be mad. 'Cause
Nah,
I did
it's
that
fine.
accidentally once.
Joe,
We're basically the same state, right, everybody?
No.
close
South
enough.
Dakota has the big faces in it.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore. North Dakota, home of the International Peace Gardens, the geographical center of North America, the Theodore Roosevelt National Park,
I
the
will
Lewis and
say-
Clark Trail.
Mount Rushmore is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, just going there and see, like, just the sheer size, and just be sitting there thinking, my God, someone had to make this. Like,
That was a nice little pat.
why?
Yeah.
Nice hat.
Why did you make this?
It's a weird thing, yeah.
It's a strange thing.
Yeah.
Joe, we will be streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Twitch.tv/what'sgoodgames, youtube.com/what'sgoodgames. That's the plan, unless something goes wrong.
True. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to wrap up so we can prepare for the after hour stream. If you guys are
Step
new
around.
to our happy hour Q&A, this is actually the last month of the after hour stream. So if you want to get in one more time and you are not in the $10 tier, you can actually up your pledge right now and get access to that link. So we are going to be playing Monster Prom.
Yay!
It's going to be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I played.
We're
a little
gonna
bit of
clear
this.
up
Oh,
some of
man.
these snacks and refresh our beverages, and take a little quick break to set everything up. But we will be back very shortly. And Genevieve, if you will email the contact at what'sgoodgames.com so I can get your info. But I think I have it, but just email me anyway, and I'll coordinate stuff with you for tomorrow. We love you guys. You guys are the best. This is one of our favorite times, and we're super excited that we're extending the happy hour Q&A starting next month. It's going to be a longer session so we get more questions in. But we love you guys. You're great. So, anything else?
We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Here we go.
Awkward walking across the way. We're gonna pretend like we're not here, but